I want to grow in my faith in the Lord, and I want to know how to use the Bible to do that. So, we're going to discuss the first step of that in this video. This is a part of a larger series called Virtual Coach. Go to our channel, Bethel Pittsburgh on YouTube. Go to playlist, you'll see Virtual Coach, and you'll see categories. We have a few videos on how to develop a prayer life. This video is on how to develop in your study of Scripture and consumption of Scripture. So it's going to be similar to the prayer life because a lot of the reasons why we're not doing these things are similar. And one of the reasons why we're not reading and studying and consuming the Bible on a daily basis is because of mental and emotional reasons. It's because I don't actually believe that I'm going to get something out of it that's valuable enough to spend the time doing it. I don't believe that it's going to have the impact on me that is, again, meriting the amount of time I should spend doing that. And that's something we're going to have to confront is, do I believe that this Bible is inspired by God and is a revelation of God's will to my life, a revelation of how I can receive His eternal salvation, a revelation of how I can live out His will in a way that not only pleases Him, but has a positive impact on others and a positive impact on my life? And until I see it that way, that I'm not going to get anywhere. So I have to start with addressing that. Now, let me tell you, some of the reasons why you lack confidence in that is because it's a slow-moving practice before you start to see all the jewels and gems and the values that are there and the way that it helps. Some of it is because you didn't understand it. Some of it you didn't get enough breath. Those are reasons likely. Sometimes it's heart issues. You just didn't like or didn't want to surrender to certain concepts you became aware of. And that's why. I'm just giving examples. I don't know exactly what's going on in your life as to why this has been a difficult exercise. Some of it is simple as you don't like reading at all. And so it's not just the Bible, it's just reading in general. Some of it is you don't like history, and there's a lot of history there, or stories, or philosophy, or those kind of things. It's the content that just doesn't entertain you. And not that you want to say you expect entertainment, but I think in our hearts sometimes that's what sits there. And so I'm going to have to wrestle with what's creating resistance in me from acting upon consuming Scripture, and how can I start to take those thoughts captive and start to get those obstacles out of the way. And it starts by just knowing different things, like the Bible does give a lot of value and worth, and it's absolutely imperative to our faith, and it's just I'm going to have to choose to be patient. I'm going to have to choose to trust God, and I'm going to have to choose to dive in. And in the videos ahead, so here's where we'll help you. In the videos ahead, I'll give you some guidance on how to practically play that out to get in the right spots to help you get some kind of a snowball effect of getting momentum in reading and studying it. But I'm also going to refer you to our other playlist called The Disciple. Go under that playlist and you'll see a category in the video titles called Hermeneutics. That's where I give some teaching on how to interpret the Scripture. You can also go to the category called Bible Knowledge, and that's where I'll give some explanation of various aspects of Scripture so you can gain some understanding there. Even the theology category would help as well. So it's getting more knowledgeable. It's like playing music. When you start, if you've ever played music, learned music, when you start playing, it's very boring because what you really want to do is play that song you love and just play it so great. But you discover that there's a lot of things to learn and practice before you can pull notes together enough to know how to play that song that you've always wanted to play. And Scripture is like that. There's a lot of things that we need to learn, basic things we need to get a handle on and realize and know how to approach before we actually start landing on, we get this momentum going of, I get this, and I understand that, I need this, and I'm going to live by this, and all of those kind of things. So again, the first step in this is to do those mental exercises, those heart exercises of removing the obstacles. Leave comments, questions that you have in comments. And if you live in the Pittsburgh area and you're not a part of Bethel and you would like to grow in your faith in person, we'd love for you to join us at Bethel Assembly of God, 2501 Staten Street, Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. and Sundays at 10 a.m. God bless.